alias MC. Production designer.
Hello. So thank you for that wonderful film and thank you for sharing the story of Pedro Calosa. So I'm gonna start asking the first question. What made you decide to do the general treatment for the film, and what made you decide to do like 3 different timelines to tell the story of Pedro Calosa?
Initially, nung 2001, straightforward yung play na sinulat ko. Then, around 7 years ago, nagkaroon ako ng idea na gawin siyang parang 3 parts. 1920s, parang silent film style. 1960s, so parang yung mga style ng mga films ng 1960s from the New Wave, French New Wave to the Left Bank, and other independent films ng 60s. Then 2017, present, yung style ko sa filmmaker, yung photographs or yun, mga previous films ko. So, tingin ko mas maging effective yung film pag ganun yung treatment kaysa yung parang straightforward na period film. And considering we're working on a small budget, if we do this na parang epic scale, it would not work. So this kind of treatment, I think, is the right one, considering we're working on a small budget. So I went through a lot of research starting in 2001, and my experiences as a migrant worker, as an overseas Filipino worker in the Middle East, somehow helped me polish the material, because Calosa was also an overseas Filipino. He was in Hawaii for 8 to 10 years. Then he went home and started something big. Maybe some of my actors can share their insights, because we've had some thoughts.
Thoughts? Yeah, it was. Wow. Parang naka-autopilot when I was doing siyempre kailangan mo talagang alamin yung vocabulary, alamin mo yung construction ng sentences ng Ilocano. And yun, isa puso. At mag-immerse ng isang buwan. Oh. At saka salamat kay Manang Flory, siya yung aming kaway, Manang Flory. So, ikaw, ano experience? Donna, Sangka. Donna Sangka.
Valentina Vidal.
Umuwi na.
One of our
getting into the character, and Ging, also our production designer he has, and siguro Chino, how they worked with the material, this kind of material, because it's really unconventional in the way it presents the material, the story of Calosa and Uprising.
Sorry, medyo wala po akong boses kasi may show ako na ginagawa, may play ako na ginagawa. Nag-start po nung first week ng June nung binigay sa akin yung script. Then, sinabi na ako ni Direk Chris na July yung shoot namin. So, 1 month na sa akin yung script. Pero, though, the way it was written kasi, Ilocano kasi siya. Pero meron naman siyang translation ng English. Pero, even though alam ko na magiging silent film siya, ayoko siyang hindi ko maintindihan kung ano yung sasabihin ko. So, 1 month na siyang nasa sa akin, pero nahihirapan pa rin ako, nagre-resist pa rin yung utak ko. So, bago kami mag-shoot, may 2 days ako na pahinga pagkadating ko ng Pangasinan from other film. Doon lang ako binigyan ni Direk Chris ng language coach, si Flor. Tapos, hiningi ko sa kanya yung literal, as in 1 word per word na construction ng Ilocano to Tagalog. Tapos, ang construction pala ng Ilocano, doon ko lang nalaman na hindi siya Western. May pagka-Asian siya, nauna lagi yung mga action words niya. So medyo mahirap siya kahit sabihin mo siya in Tagalog. So mahirap din naman na umarte ka na hindi mo naiintindihan yung sinasabi mo. Kaya talagang nahihirapan ako kahit kila Tito Perry. Di ko alam kung ano yung gagawin ko. Sabi lang niya, sige lang, hayaan mo lang. Hayaan mo lang gawin mo yung first day. And yun, nagtuloy-tuloy naman siya, though struggling sa first day. Pero mahirap talaga umarte pag di mo naiintindihan yung sinasabi mo. Pero dahil sa tulong ni Flor, sa tulong ng buong production, nagawa ko naman siya dahil sa mga translation na binibigay nila sa akin. So ayun, and sobrang dami pong inspiration na binigay sa akin ni Direk Chris sa mga kwento niya based sa mga research niya. And marami pang mga inputs na nakatulong sa akin.
My character is the filmmaker, the director mismo. So, naging obsessed ako kay Pedro Calosa and sa kanya. Kasi we talked over the phone for an hour. Yeah, I was in Dubai. And I'm also OFW, so naintindihan ko. And yun, pagdating naman during the shoot, I'm speaking Pangasinense, so I asked him to i-record ko naman. Kasi medyo mahirap, I'm Bisaya, so that's what he did. And every day, pinapakinggan ko yun for ano. And then, yeah. Naging obsessed ako kay Pedro Calosa before, and I think two weeks after the shoot. And until now, naiyak ako. And when I was in Tayug, everything was like, wow. Di ba ilang beses akong umiyak during the sabi ko, Direk, sorry, naiyak na naman ako. So,
po si Donna Carriaga. Nag-play po ako as Valentina Vidal. Nung una po, parang nakakatawa sa part ko kasi yung buong ginawa ng character ko, hindi nagsasalita as in. Nakikita lang siya, ganun. Pero sa totoo lang po, parang malaking challenge din siya sa akin. Kasi as an actor, parang kapag parang yung acting mo is walang sinasabi, mas mahirap palang i-portray yung character kapag ganun. So medyo parang nawalan ka ng isang tool as an actor para i-present yung character mo, which is yung pagsasalita. So naging malaking challenge din po sa akin na i-play yung character na maging effective siya kahit walang sinasabi yung character ko. So yun po.
Well, nung finish sa akin yung film, first ako tayo full length. So, wala pa talaga akong experience mag-cinematog sa ganong scale. Tapos, di ba may silent film part, tapos may 60s part, tapos yung huli parang stills lang siya na So, masaya rin kasi ang daming technical-wise, laking challenge niya kasi ang daming laman, tas iba-iba. Pero, ayun, kung ano yung meron kaming, we work with what we have, parang ganyan. Ideally, syempre, kung mag-shoot talaga kami ng film, 16mm, ganyan. Tapos, or Super 8 for the 60s part. Pero, yes, di ko nag-work naman. Kaya ba?
Sa akin na experimental yung film. Sabi ko, wow, excited ako. Oh, yung saya! Yun. Edi yun, tinanggap ko. Saya, di ba? Ipa-prod design mo, experimental. Tapos, yung pre-prod namin, medyo challenging kasi kailangan namin mag-pre-prod sa Pangasinan mismo para mas... Kasi nandun din yung tao, so nagpapasalamat ako kay Kyla, kay Deo, kay Sedi, tsaka kay Kuya Chad, at sa lahat ng staff namin kasi kami yung mga nagtulungan ng IRA. So, yung budget kailangan tuhugin yung tatlong IRA na yun. So, yun naman. Masaya naman kami. Masaya tayo, di ba?
He was seen as a constant threat by government authorities. But siguro yung idea na I just want the audience to piece together all the data or facts we've revealed from the beginning. and find out why he was murdered that way, or by government agents. So he was a constant threat from 1920s hanggang 60s. Ganun ang tingin sa kanya. Lagi siyang pinupuntahan ng mga tao. Parang ano pa rin siya, parang figure, parang isang figure na pwede mag-inspire sa mga tao.
Particularly, very interested yung pinaka talagang nagsalaw sa akin doon yung sa 60s era. Kasi like, pag sa mga side era, parang alam natin kung ano yung mga parang references doon. Kasi parang medyo lagi naman natin nakikita yun na parang sisimulate yung look ng silent film. Pero doon sa 60s kasi parang it felt like specific na parang wala siyang immediate na parang mainstream na reference ng mga alaga as far as yung shooting style was concerned. So, yeah, I was wondering ano yung naging parang, like this is for the director as well as the cinematographer. What were the visual effects or references that informed the way the 60s section was shot? And second and last is parang among dun sa mga 60s na segments, parang laging merong yung recording na framing na kumbaga dun sa around yung first half ng frame, parang may clouds na gano'n. Tapos parang dun sa baba yung laging may shot ni, I think it's si Pedro Calosa na this dude na parang nakayuko. Tapos I think the woman was also framed and shot in that way. So parang what kind of statement were you trying to say with that kind of framing? With that parang recording framing sa city sequence? Okay, thank you.
Yung reference namin, actually marami kami tinignan na material from European classics to Filipino classics. Actually, I was not so conscious with some of the framings you've mentioned. We just tried to cover in the best possible way yung movements ng actors. And the thing is that the main springboard, parang pinaka base ng part 2 is the interview. It's really talky, didactic, So I have to find ways to make it more visual. It's really interviews. The whole part 2 is based on the interview made by Sturtevant and F. Sionil Jose with Calosa in 1966. And ano yan, parang 3-page yung actual interview, and it's verbatim talaga. Pero I have to edit some parts. And originally, the whole interview happened in one day in Tayug. But I have to cut it up into parang 4 days, So ganun yung strategy. When I was writing it 5 years ago.
Philippines Herald during that time, there were no movie awards yet. Philippines Herald newspaper voted it as the best picture of 1947. And then the second version was made in 1977. It's also based, the script was based on the script of Tayug, the 1947 movie. And the director was Robert Arevalo. And he also played the title role of Pedro Calosa. Except that it was not mentioned in the film that it was about Tayug. But it was also about the Colorum Uprising. The difference between those two films and your film, Chris, is that they didn't go further than the story, until the uprising. So what they covered was basically the silent version portion of your film. But they did not have the post-analysis and then the literary parts and the historical aspects because your film is more about the forgetting of history, and also by recounting the stories. And I really like the ending when there was a vox populi and people were being asked, the townspeople were being asked, do you know Pedro Calosa, and nobody remembers. So I think this is a very important film, not just about the Tayug Uprising, but about memories and Philippine history and how easily we forget.
Siguro kasi may sinasabi na ang pelikula, ang cinema is a technology of memory. So siguro kailangan pagpatuloy yung ganung adhika ng sining ng pelikula. So yung kasaysayan at ang pelikula ay magkapatid at yun, ang pelikula ay teknolohiya ng memories natin bilang isang community o isang bansa.